It's your boy Heaven Hollywood back on the IE Network, and this is the Heaven Hollywood Report, and let's get to it. The King has responded back to Fivio Foreign's claim that he's the king of New York, and the King 6ix9ine, Tekashi 6ix9ine has responded back with these series of posts, and he is just slamming Fivio Foreign, saying he is not woe, like using a 90s term, an old head term on purpose. I see what you're doing there, Tekashi, saying he's not woe, saying, about him leaving his man in jail. I mean, you can see all the posts up there. And 6ix9ine is pretty much, basically telling him, based on the numbers that you're doing and the number that I'm doing, I took a year off, came back, and my video is trending #1. My music is trending #1. And you're going to do 29K your first week with a feature from Kanye West, Alicia Keys, and Nicki co-signing, and you're only doing 29K the first week. So Fivio Foreign responded back to 6ix9ine, and I'm going to play his response back, and then we're going to come back and analyze and break down Fivio's response to 6ix9ine.
Numbers and things like that, and you determine the king of New York, and guess what? Who will be king of New York? Hov would be the king of New York. Niggas like Biggie Smalls would be the king of New York. Niggas like that, but guess what? Numbers don't determine the king of New York. You know what determines the king of New York?
What?
How many people want to follow you? How many people want to wear a hairstyle like you? How many people want to dance like you? How many people want to be around you? How many people fuck with you? You know what I'm saying? The kingdom gotta fuck with you in order you to be the king, nigga.
So you tell me nobody wants to fuck with her.
After I do this, I go home and I feed my cats. You know what cats eat? Mike. No, I said, I just fucking around. I said niggas dissing niggas that having ops, doing drill rap to ops that don't exist. Nigga, I never see nigga doing drill raps to ops that don't exist. And it just seem real, cause nigga beefing with rappers. Who really fuck with you? Who you really diss? Who is the nigga really dissing? You got locked up, and it's like you dissing niggas that's locked up already. Or, you got his phone? I don't know. I'm trying to say, I can't even diss none of. I can't even diss none of the nigga dead homies. The nigga don't have no dead homies. I'm just saying. The nigga don't got no dead homies. I'm just saying, who do you go? What do I say to a nigga like that? Shit.
What? Let me tell you, Fivio, you're discombobulated, brother. The King got you all fucked up. I get it. Let me go over what this dude just said. First of all, when he came out and said, you know what makes the numbers don't make you the king. If numbers made you the king of New York, you know who will be the king of New York? Hov. Yeah. Yeah. Jay-Z is the king of New York. He said, or people like B.I.G. would be the king. Yeah, he was. He was the king of New York. So that statement made no sense. Actually, Nas was the king of New York because Jay-Z was the king of New York, and Nas took the crown from him when he dropped Ether, and the whole world voted, and New York spoke, and they asked who the king of New York was, and New York decided it was Nas after he dropped Ether. But the thing that kills me about people these days is they say numbers don't determine the king of New York. Well, numbers is what everybody goes by. You're going to go check out your numbers, right? You check out your numbers like you want to see what you're doing. That's statistics. How do they determine the king or the best in any sport? Statistics plays a part, and not who was the most popular. Everybody effed with Allen Iverson. Do you see people saying that Allen Iverson is the king of basketball? No, it was Michael Jordan. Why? Because he won 6 championships and didn't lose. He had a whole. He was up there, and he was up near the top in points. He was up near the top in scoring average. He won scoring titles. Numbers. What are you talking about? See, it's so funny. People always say numbers matter until it don't work for them no more. When the numbers ain't working for them, then they say numbers don't matter. Perfect example. Jay-Z coins the phrase, men lie, women lie, numbers don't. Right? And everybody ran with that. And Jay was running with that. Why? Because the numbers was working for him. Now, once he gets into the era where he's in his 50s and the numbers ain't working for him no more, now what does he say? Now we look at Billboard like, are you dumb? Oh, so now Billboard's dumb when it's no longer working for you. You see, people always talk about the numbers, the numbers, the numbers. Oh, and then they'll say, "Oh, I don't care about number one. I don't care about what numbers I do. That don't make you the king of this, the king." And then as soon as they go number one, they're tweeting and posting, "I'm number one in the world. I've got the number one album in the country." Right? Don't they do that? Do they not do that? I got the number one album. But when they lose, they say, "Oh, numbers don't matter. It don't mean nothing. That don't make you that don't make or break you." Of course it does. It's a part of it. It's a part of everything. Look at any job you have. How do you get promotions? If you're on a production job, right? If you're on a production job, it don't matter how much the boss like you. If you work in a call center and it goes by the amount of calls you take or the grades you get on your calls, or you're a QA, it don't matter how popular you are in the job. If you ain't making production, you ain't getting a promotion and you might get fired. So don't give me that it's not about numbers, Fivio. Of course it is. But you see, the numbers aren't working for you. And so now you're going to say it ain't about numbers. Listen, this dude took a year off, came back, dropped his video, and YouTube broke once again. They have now froze this dude's videos. He had 2 million views in under 5 hours. It's now been 2 days, and they say he's only got 8 million views, which is BS. He probably has about 20 to 30 million views, and right now it's sitting on 8 million. Because there's no way at the pace he was going would he only be at 8 million views when he had 2 million views in under 6 hours. So the industry has to pause his videos because they're scared to be made a fool of. Because this dude disappears, comes back, drops a video or drops an Instagram live, and he's doing more numbers than these guys that have record labels behind them. And the industry can't allow their guys that they're backing to see this. You see? Because they're going to say, if this dude don't even have a record deal and he's doing all these numbers after taking a year off, and I'm supposed to have a budget, a marketing budget, a production budget. I got all these budgets and I'm only on 1 million views, and this dude is on 8 million. What are we doing? So that's the reason why they can't allow him. They can't allow people to see 6ix9ine's real views. And that's why they're breaking YouTube and pausing this man's videos. I guarantee you, his video's been viewed at least 25 million times. At least, if not more than that. But they did the same thing to him last time when they paused his sales, and they had to let Ponytail and Justin Bieber win. This dude right here is right now, you can laugh at him, you can call him a rat, you can call him this, that, and then Fivio, oh, you know what cats eat? Mice. You supposed to say rat, dummy. You had the perfect opportunity right there to say rat, and you said mice. Messed up your joke. Listen, Fivio, I like Fivio Foreign. I'm not gonna lie, I like Fivio Foreign, but this dude is running circles on everybody said he wasn't going to respond back to Fivio. He's responding back to Fivio too. You can say what you want about this dude. You know what I mean? You can say what you want about this dude, but he's coming back and he's doing numbers. And that's what it's all about. Remember that. It's always about numbers. It's always about numbers. Life is built on numbers. Just like I said, use that analogy. How do you get raises? How do people get raised? How do people pass school? So you think you can go through school and just because everybody likes you and everybody F's with you, as Fivio says, and you can get F's and you think you're going to pass? Can you go through school and just because the teachers and the professors like you and you can get a bunch of F's and they're going to give you a degree? No. It's always about the numbers, brother. Get your numbers up. It's your boy Heaven Hollywood for the IE Network.